What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Indivisible Weekly. We were off last week, but we're back today with a brand new episode. And what a time to be back, because it's been an eventful few days in the fight to save our democracy. Let's talk about it. My name is Pablo, and this is Indivisible Weekly. Thanks for joining us. So, Joe Manchin. It's how we need to start off this week's episode because, for better or worse, mostly worse, it was a big news development over the weekend in the fight to save our democracy. Now, if you're lucky enough to have no idea what I'm talking about, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin published an op-ed over the weekend declaring that he would not support the For the People Act and doubling down on his defense of the Jim Crow filibuster. It's bad stuff. None of it is good. But let's take a moment to think about this and what it means. In the grand scheme of things, right now, it doesn't mean a ton. I mean, let's remember where things stand right now. The For the People Act hasn't even been scheduled for a vote in the Senate yet. There's been no debate, there's been nothing to filibuster. So what exactly was Joe Manchin's op-ed really about? Our co-executive director and co-founder Ezra Levin broke it down for us in a Medium post last night, which you should definitely check out because it does a really great job of explaining both the political calculus that went into Manchin's decision to publish the op-ed and also our own calculus of what it all means and why, at the end of the day, we're still going to win. I'll put a link to Ezra's Medium post in the description below, but here's the main takeaway. To understand why Joe Manchin is doing what he's doing, we need to view it in the context of recent events. Now, we are in the pre-negotiation phase of the democracy reform fight in the Senate. Everything is coming to a head soon. So what Joe Manchin is doing is posturing ahead of a filibuster showdown this summer. Here's the state of play. Just last week, Majority Leader Schumer announced plans to start forcing the GOP to actually filibuster popular bills. Now, this began with the January 6th commission vote and will continue with the Paycheck Fairness Act this week and eventually with the For the People Act, the week of June 21st. Now, the point of doing this isn't that the bills will pass. They almost certainly will not. The point is to force Mitch McConnell to filibuster these bills and demonstrate to Joe Manchin and other filibuster defenders that Republicans are going to sink literally anything we try to do. So the idea is, if we can prove that Senate Republicans are just obstructionists, then that will help us unify the Senate Democrats to act, including Joe Manchin. But here's the thing. Joe Manchin doesn't want us to reach that point. He doesn't want to be squeezed or pressured into a situation where he comes across as the bad guy. So he wrote his op-ed hoping that it would take the wind out of our sails, kill the filibuster showdown before it starts, and avoid the legislative fight altogether. Well, we are not going to let that happen. We are organizing day and night from coast to coast to demonstrate that we're not going to allow any political party, and certainly not any Democratic US senator, to destroy our democracy. So this Friday, we're launching our Deadline for Democracy campaign, and we need you to join us. Click the link in the description below to sign up today, and we'll send you all the information you need to know as soon as it launches. Because remember, no matter how many op-eds Joe Manchin writes, he cannot escape the fight to save our democracy. We have a plan, we have a movement, and we're ready to fight. And with democracy on the line, our movement will win because we have to. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Indivisible Weekly. Stay tuned for more information on Deadline for Democracy, and be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks everyone, take care, and I'll see you next week.